Everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots.
San Francisco.
With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium. Here are Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis. Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the San Francisco 49ers. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive down for the 49ers. They're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. Stopped out behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw is Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by patriots. Into the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're normally going here, but those kind of runs can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
He's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now a play fake. Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That was well defended. It was a completion. It resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he had his whole career.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Brady to Michel on the screen. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's over. 14 yards is the pickup there. The New England first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver, was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
And that's exactly the play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down movement.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
It's about teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the pass 3. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it clear, and the Patriots jump into a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles says yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they want.
The bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now the good return is he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, he did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCray. And they'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now a first down carry, it's Michelle. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Brady. They will double team and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't you practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be struggling with it. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Given 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to suck in this book, right? And make all calls and then think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on play. And it'll bring up a second and 13. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating and it allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, there's a bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offensive backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Now Garoppolo. That's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. 3-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Brady will try again on second down. It's complete. James White. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk running backs and got the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups.
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. When we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them. But it's like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
It's a game of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
Them too, right? So this is a situation where the low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On first down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. We'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Brady's throw there complete. A gain of 21 yards.
I know you're trying to have a score to watch, but you only got 3 points. You kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
They need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got White here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, it won't help them at contract time.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, that's something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers, like making sure you take care of the ball in open field.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Patriots send out their punter. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He sets it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Be serious right here. You got to step it up.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This is Coleman with the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that shows you a good matchup for him.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. 3rd down here.
I haven't found it complete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss up 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite-colored jersey.
Here's Coleman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far is a field goal. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the second half with Michelle on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about the tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, pass the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
To get a little more cushion. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. On play action. Rush coming in, he's taken down. Connor Van Noy coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this third quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll toss it to Coleman. Able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. And if they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The Sanders is going to complete. And they will rally and stop him short of 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Did a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. It's hauled in by Ben Watson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Brady deferring the right on the draw. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
But Gardner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. "45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Looking from the gun, incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in offense to see what they can do this time? And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
First down, here's Wright. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, Pete.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Sanu. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Brady. He's got Sanu. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking up the route, but being able to hit it right when he stops.
Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Down Michelle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady completed to Watson, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They got another first down.
But this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Brady gives this to White, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers, neither side looks on track in the ground game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Play action, now it's Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to get a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's good. Patriot touchdown. There to make the grab. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one along an 11-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, get a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact, a whole lot of that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. And they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so John to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to his zone. No gain there in the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 10-7, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Garoppolo now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Gosh, given the time, the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Hey!
Garoppolo to throw. That is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kyle Van Noy. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michelle. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Just like that. Sweet.
On the ground is Michelle. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight right there. If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, they'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And the 49ers getting set to try out there. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, gotta get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense have?
We're going to find out. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. On EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Right, there you have it. The Patriots are winners. Continue the same. Hold on. I'll be back with another live stream. I just have to run this. I'll be right back in a few minutes.